Take it off too. Nah, apparently my shit got disconnected. Our storage device.
That first half didn't say that's crazy.
Yeah, I would have.
At that point, force a win.
Sheesh.
There it is.
I don't know, force a win and turn injuries off. I'm just saying, I'm gonna make them boys go broke for Mahomes. Gonna make them boys go broke for Mahomes.
What you mean go broke for them?
It's a salary league, ain't it?
Oh, my bad. You gonna keep pressing that button? What if you sitting there with Mahomes at $80?
Not a chance. I'm gonna make that.
What number do you stop pressing the button?
I mean, I'm starting that hoe at like 30.
And then you ain't gonna press the button.
No.
Touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons
got a breakout game I'm watching for.
Oh.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And how the fuck did you, what did you change?
24.
Scheme bullshit. What the fuck did you do to make that come out?
You said that's why I ended my stream.
Absolutely, absolutely. What did you change?
So, if you go back and look at the stream and watch it, and then afterwards, I'd like for you to slap the shit out yourself for me. Thanks. And then if you see where my other stream started, I'd like for you to slap the shit out of yourself again. Thanks. Hard as fuck too. Record it.
To pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. He's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 30. Brings up a fourth down situation. Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
I actually am bored of watching this massacre.
Taken in at the 22. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Stop it.
Second and
Jeremy Chin.
Oh, we got rid of Minka and then replace him with nobody?
And torn Achilles?
Who got a torn Achilles? Jamal Williams? Why is AJ Dillon rushing the ball? Something happened? Ah, quit the fuck out this game. Oh God. Oh God, I'll quit.
Oh, this ain't. Kendra Miller. Yeah, that's you know Benjamin for nobody.
Scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Houston, the victory.
Facts.
Yeah, they're a mission. Ass.
He goes, I don't feel like I was given an
Riley
opportunity.
opened it, so he knows. Oh, that's gonna be crispy.
The first 2 months of the regular season.
My bad defense.
Hold me. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
All right, I guess we're playing the snap.
I'm
not. My controller holding me still.
He'll be taken down at about the 45. These two teams, you might.
Bro, what the fuck is going on?
From the 45 on second down, Lance got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Forced out to his left. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Okay, that was a weird way to come out, but...
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run once more with Stevenson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. The Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Damn, tried to get my point
From
in
the
the
end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. Being chased out left.
Tane QB scramble, I said. I say this every time we face them. Every time we face the Colts, I say the contain QB scramble.
Hey, Trey Lance
Scrambles so much. He's number 1. He runs against everybody.
And in this case, Greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run.
Hey, good start to that fucking game, Trey.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out go the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be let out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6. They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And the numbers for Waddle in last week's ball game: 9 catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5. And
this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Texans at 7-1 now on the year, and they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This drive.
Another catch there for Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got to hook up to Lazard.
This is a board rush.
Just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I think the best time to play the game is when you catch it during the wheel boost.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And the Texans are going to
Best time to fucking get cars.
finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them.
Wow, Andre, oh my gosh, spin off.
Maybe they start believing in themselves, but a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
7-7, our score after one. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Stevenson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves it with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. 45. White.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off of play action, here's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Lance. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
He was about to get stiffed on by a little boy.
But that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
Yeah, I double that and put that shit on a little bit.
The first half of the season, 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he rifles one in.
Oh my God,
You
man.
got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jalen Waddle from 8 yards out. And the Texans have moved out in front.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Man.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Yeah, we do.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of 30. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lance. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, Lance. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On the counter, it's Stevenson. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. The Lance going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Lance again. And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he goes out right around the 39. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go, set, 52,
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
ready, blue 32. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. If you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance voids the target, and he hands it over the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start with a Florida-Georgia battle. Jacksonville heading north to take on Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. In that game, all tied up with the visiting LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Able to slither by, dancing away at the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Texans will take over. So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Koo now for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20 to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Dillon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Colts are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance, slant pass to Boyd. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenneth Murray From his outside linebacker spot, gets him down there for a loss of 4. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw, it's Lance. Now he'll dump it. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And here comes the Texans now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
45,
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. And Lance now to throw. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Lance now on first down. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. From the 44, Lance over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Miles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And that sack, Charles, just looked like the case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll set up a throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. Tucker's kick is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So the Colts now down by 12. And time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. And Lance's throw here into the hands of Boyd. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. To throw on 3rd down. Lance finding Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Texans, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Colts, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Darnold completes it, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Darnold. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second and 6. That escapes the sack. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Texans at 8-1 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Hands it off out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. This is Dillon on the counter. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So a long drive drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Their second drive here at the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. And he'll go right back to Andrews. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Darnold on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Darnold. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Faking the give, Darnold. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Darnold. Finding Williams on the check down. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Darnold from the red zone now. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 2nd down and 3. Darnold to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Clement Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. They're able to locate Andrews here on the out route. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here we go with Williams. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Here we go, set. 50 red. 50 red.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. Now swing pass for Dillon. Touchdown! A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Darnold's throw brought in by Watson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. Ernest Johnson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Robbie Anderson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Kyler Murray leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Texans to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Darnold. That's taken in by Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's Darnold. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Darnold. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Christian Barmore. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this across the... Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium that taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.